Welcome back, lovely ladies and gents. On the far corner, a few people here, but best part is the yard is really, really orderly. The officers have moved everybody back with the assistance of the trooper, and the gates are about to open with the new horses. Two new beauties. These two are much smaller than the ones out the front, much smaller. So it is way good.
It is.
Good guess. I wonder actually how the lady next to me knew which horse it was. Interesting. One second. I think I'll ask her in a minute before I go. I'd love to know if she knows the name of the unknown one that's coming in. 1 second. The big one. Coming toward the camera now. A massive unknown. Oh, he doesn't want to settle. The one at the front guys with the blaze is the one that we don't know. I would love to know which horse that is. Done. Are they going to change to shipsman and gatesman? Not sure yet. We'll see in a moment. I'm actually wondering if the lady behind me is a certain captain we've seen many times off duty. Right, here we are. So they are changing over the shipsman and gatesman as well. Trooper's going to close up the boxes. Made the right call actually, didn't we, to be in the yard. Good unobscured view from this corner point. I really hope no one trips over in the tunnel this time. I really do. Officer there to make sure that the new gatesman will get to his post unobstructed. Police officer there on the left. See, look, he's already telling them just off camera to make a space. So the troopers come in there, all good, new gatesman, and here comes new gatesman with a space ready for him. simple and straightforward enough. Went well, didn't it? That's it. They are done. Dismissed. On to, and the Lance Corporal of Horse. Perfect. Yeah, Penny's just dropped behind me. I'm not going to bother her by talking to her, but I'm 99% certain that behind me is the Lady Lifeguard captain. I'm 99. I'm not 100%. I know I'm going to turn the camera on her because she's off duty with friends, but I'm 99% certain that's the Lady Lifeguard captain. Oops, that's me saying that is way good guess. Oopsie. We're like, dude, I know because it's one of my horses. I mean, I might be right, I might not be right, but there we are. It's a pity because if she had been here alone, I would definitely said to her, sorry to bother you, Mom, but could I ask you the name of the beauty that came through first? I'm just sort of waiting for a second, guys, for this massive deluge of people to subside before I try to get myself through the front. Yep, it is the captain. Yep, she just walked. Oh no, that is a bit of a blooper by me. Never mind. Apologies, Mum. I was thinking not that I recognised her, but I recognised the voice because when I filmed the footage for the Elizabeth Cup prep inside Hyde Park Barracks, I do remember briefly speaking to her and thinking she got a very distinctive voice because when she gives the commands for the 4 o'clock, very, very loud, very authoritative, but actually kind of a slightly lower voice than one would expect. So yeah, suddenly thought to myself, why do I know that voice? It was indeed the Lady Lifeguard captain. Oops. Guys, I need to learn to keep my mouth shut sometimes, but anyway, it is what it is. It's done now. Oops. I can't actually get, for the moment, close to the horse, so we know that one of them, either this one or the other one, is Wagon. I think the one in front of us might well be Trinity, everyone. 1 second, if I can get close enough to get an ID, I want you to guess, will I? Gosh, it's packed. Okay, right, we're in. Oops. Let me see if we get the booth number. Hard to know if it's Trinity actually. Oh. Let's see. Trying to wait for the camera to focus. Come on, camera, pick up the hood. The other one is definitely 100% way good. Glad I saw you. Somebody from this side mentioned to me about someone, one of us along here, is selling like horseguards and guards merchandise on your YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure it's your channel where you've got like t-shirts and stuff. Yeah, so we're going to get in trouble. Yeah, they're talking here with Westminster Council about anyone that they think is commercialising by selling merchandise. That's banning it from the front and in the yard. So I thought I'd pass on.
What about the yard?
So, for example, in there obviously is MOD. If the corporate force, anyone comes out or the police and says, look, we're banned from the yard, they can ban any of us from the yard in 1 second. But this obviously is public. But they've now started talking, MOD, with Westminster Council about banning people that capitalise with merchandise from the front as well. So it would mean a social ban order from the front.
So when you say merchandise, would it be art?
No. Anything at all that is capitalising on the image of this place. Don't forget that this is fundamentally the royal family.
Right.
So anything that uses the guards, nothing at all. Nothing. In terms of merchandising, nothing.
Okay, I'm going to quickly show you.
So I would be super careful. I'm not telling you what to do.
No. This is amazing advice. I didn't know about this.
Yeah.
So because it's art. It's not like I'm taking pictures.
No, because a few of the other guys also put a few things on their channel before, which they then removed because they just don't like it.
Okay. Give me a second. This is amazing information. This is why I was looking to talk to people.
No, it is. We've got there's a chat group people talk about this week because we're working down that guys. If anyone is at all using any either, how to say, images. If, for example, we take pictures of horsemen and we're putting on t-shirts and sell them, that is us capitalising on this place. Yeah. They're cool with us taking videos and posting still images, but selling merchandise, in other words, trading off these images, they don't like that at all. Which, to be honest, David, it was a surprise to me. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't think that they'd have a problem with it because I never heard a word about it in a year. So that was a big surprise to me as well.
They don't like it?
No, because I was kind of thinking about, people mentioned I'd get baseball caps, like have London Seahawks with a baseball cap or whatever, but you know what, nah, I'm not even going to do that now. It's not worth the risk.
Okay, well, thanks for telling me. Like, I could have been just walking around not knowing all this.
Yeah, I know. I spoke to you before. I know you're a good guy, so I thought it was better to give you a heads up about it.
Thank you.
Just in case.
That's that one. I'm gonna have to take it on now.
Yeah, sorry for like bad news for a Saturday, but better that you know than we all get in trouble. Because worst case scenario is that they wouldn't even bother talking to individual people. They would just say, all of you, bye. So the whole lot of us, and the police would just move us on because they could use loitering or. There's something, Westminster Council have got some sort of banning order that prohibits people from entering the borough even. So God forbid that ever happens.
Like they reserve the right to...
They do reserve the right. For example, there are a couple of, you know the two idiot twins that run the channel that were here before, those couple of the kingsguard channel ever?
Yeah.
They've got a lot of issues.
Really?
They don't know about it, but they're in the shit big time. Yeah, that's really big time. It's going to fall on them when they least expect it. But yeah, probably a good thing because they never listen. They were told many times, but they don't listen. And the thing is, when it's the guards that have a problem, or speak to somebody higher up, that filters down. Police get involved, council get involved, MOD get involved, and they don't mess about. Why? Because the only thing that matters fundamentally is the image of this place globally. So makes sense now. Anyway, enjoy it, and I apologise if I spoil you.
It's better than not telling.
Yeah, I know, Sean. I thought I'd tell you because we talked before and you're always like kind and pleasant to talk to. Okay, I'm under? Yeah? Okay, all yours. Right guys, you heard that. Probably said a bit more than I should have done. There are a few people that are dangling by a very fine thread here at Horseguards and around central London, especially in the royal parks. A lot of people seem to think they can march around Buckingham Palace doing whatever they want, but you know what? That land, the Mall, St James's Park, much of Green Park, Constitution Hill, Paya, Birdcage Walk, all of it is royal parks. It's all part of the royal estate. So if, for example, Royal Parks Police decided, you know what, we don't like this idiot, or this person is causing a problem, or this person is harassing the guards, they would bin them straight away. Either a temporary banning or restraining order, or an outright ban on entering the area. Most extreme of those being, as I mentioned to, no, it's okay. As I mentioned to the chap at the front, the most extreme option they've got available is the council actually banning people from entering Westminster, the entire borough. Okay, they would use some sort of ASBO or antisocial behaviour order to prevent people entering certain areas. And why would they do that? Well, the absolute hard truth is this: tourism is very, very important to London's economy. Okay, anything that paints any part of central London, but specifically any of the royal districts of central London, in a bad light, not wanted or needed. Okay, why? For the same reason that you folks in the US wouldn't like people to post disparaging footage of events in Washington DC, or in Paris, or in Rome, or in other capital cities around the world. It makes sense. It does make sense. It's about respect at the end of the day. So people posting videos of horses falling on the floor or other things going very, very wrong, in other words, where there's potential injury or something that could be perceived as breaching privacy. Now that might sound like a strange thing, okay? There isn't a law, there is no legal remedy for a breach of privacy in a public place, because anyone can be filmed at any point in a public place. However, if, for example, people are really getting in the faces of families and relatives of troopers, that becomes a security risk, potentially. This is why, as a lot of you will know, if there are family members here, unless I know the trooper and or have spoken to them before or after the video is published, I don't just plop over footage of families here or off-duty troopers here, unless I know them, and I know that they're going to be chill with that, because it ain't worth the risk. Okay? You know, we all know what happened with the Lee Rigby situation. God forbid similar ever happen as a result of one of the videos shot by any of us here. Okay, that would be it. Absolute close down. No one would be allowed into the gates, in the yard, ever again. They would completely lock it all down permanently, and that would never change. So there is a much, much bigger security picture here when it comes to... Hiya. All good? Yeah?
I missed everything again.
Mini marathon this morning before the main one tomorrow. It was chaos this morning.
Tomorrow.
Yep, tomorrow's the main marathon. So yeah, guys, it comes down to security at the end of the day. If something's perceived as a security risk and or it makes London or aspects of Royal London look bad, trust me, there are certain forces above that can quickly and very firmly deal with that. Because at the end of the day, it's something of an abuse of power. If you're trying to capture negatives and highlighting those negatives for financial or pecuniary gain. So there you had it, folks. I would try actually to spend most of the time at the front. I did get the number from the other horse, but it wasn't clear enough. I need to be right in front to pick the other number up. So we're 99% certain we've got Waygood on the left. Let's wait and see who we've got on the right. I'll try and get there now, but it's still, as you can see, like chaos. This is partly why I'm strolling around in the yard talking to all of you, because the chance of getting like up and close are just zero, I would say. But I will try slowly to work my wonder, everybody. Definitely easier said than done. Actually, wait, let's just double check that it is Waygood. Not that I'm doubting the captain's judgment, but... What did she just do? No idea what that was. Oh yeah, right? That other end, so I'd say. We're getting too many people here now, to be honest. A lot of new faces as well. Give me a second, folks. Go to take the number, and then boom. All we get is heads. Right. Can't even get close to see it. It's almost directly in front. St. George's Day. Yeah, lots of soldiers and stuff. That's the noise, guys. We can hear drumming behind us along Whitehall. It was the St. George's Day parade that's taking place at the Cenotaph. I actually should have known that myself. I'm a bit embarrassed to admit that I didn't. So I knew there'd be some little pickpocket guy trying to help himself to my water bottle. You're right. It was chaos here this morning. This is bad now, but earlier, like, what on earth? I tell you. Yeah, it was uncomfortably bad, to be honest. Right, let's see if I can get it. I'm moving really close, mate. Okay, right, so I've got the number. I'll move myself out of the way for a minute. I mean, not stand on the bollard. Some of the bollards are right in the ground, which is very curious. So the number is blah blah. Let's see if I can get it off the list. So the captain said it's Waygood. You know what? I'm actually relieved that it is Waygood. Yep. Sorry, it's okay. The captain was bang on the money. Damn it. Now I'm even more gutted that I didn't take the opportunity. That said, to be honest, I wouldn't want to put her in the spot because she probably wouldn't want to tell me the name of the other new horse, even though she almost certainly would know it. Or maybe not. In fact, the horse is that new. That horse might not have been on duty before. And the captains don't know the names of all the horses because there are too many. So yes, other end is Waygood. This end is the one we're still trying to figure out. 1 second, guys. Okay, this is it. I'm wondering how close the drummer is going to get to horse guards. I'm 90% certain this is Trinity, but I just can't get a clear shot of the hoof. I'm trying to look at it over my sunglasses. One second. No, it's not Trinity. Going by the first number on the hoof. Actually, you know what? I'm going to have to get really close to get a clearer picture of this, otherwise it's just not going to happen. We risk getting in really close while this girl's getting a picture. The way the horse is standing, look, you see? It's putting the numbered hoof in the shade. This is why I can't actually see it properly. Nope, it's going to have to wait. But I'm pretty sure it's not Trinity. Maybe it would be, what's the other T horse? Tyranny. One of you will know. If I can get a clearer picture, I will, guys. But that light on one side and then the shadow on the other means I can only get one number. The number on the left is a 3. I cannot make out the number on the right. I'm actually hoping now the sun goes down a little bit, otherwise no chance of ever knowing which horse this is. Anyway, if the horse nips, we can safely bet it's Tyranny. But instinctively, because of the neck marks, I'm leaning towards Trinity. Let me know what you think, guys, in the comments. One of you will know immediately anyway, even without actually knowing or seeing the number on the hoof. One of you will recognise this horse. Those neck striations are very, very, very unique. It's like, yeah, of course they're unique. I'm unique. So that's the situation, folks, with merchandise. Anyone can sort of brand their own channel or whatever, but attempting to brand this place as part of merchandising to create and generate profit based off, for example, you know, horse guards caps or horse guards t-shirts, it's a big no. And lest we forget, it probably isn't a good idea to dream of messing about with royal family lawyers. I try to spend most of the rest of the time, as long as it's bright and sunny, concentrating on people, including this fine young man who just got himself a medal for, it seems, completing the mini marathon this morning. Well done, chap. Cyclists behind me shouting, people in the road. The stream this morning again. In fact, the stream at the front is much more constant than it was when I first got here, even though this morning it was much busier than it is now. Right, let's go for another try on that hoof number. Aha! Ladies and gents, I just figured it out. We had this exact issue the other day when I mentioned about the marks. This is Radon. How stupid am I? Yeah. It's Radon, everybody. So this end's Radon, and the other end, as the captain correctly said. I'm genuinely surprised actually. The captain wasn't sure when she was talking to him about this one. But then again, this one was far side as it came out. So this is Radon, mare, and at the other end, as we know, got way good. So that solved that little problem, didn't it? It's getting pretty warm now. It's me like feeling super overdressed, but you can't win. Better to be too hot and sweaty than too cold and shivering. Plenty of people who just can't make their mind up about what they're doing or situation with a horse. Move back as well. Somebody that is constantly near me when I'm filming, earwigging on the conversations of what's being said. It's a new chap that films here. No idea which channel, but it's better to move away so that people can't listen to what I'm saying, or more importantly, when I'm dropping the horse names casually into each video. Yeah, it's Radon 100%. That also clears up the confusion that we had before. Remember guys, much earlier in the year when we first saw Radon after many months away, she was a very, 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 very brown colour, almost like a bay. Notice her coat now is virtually back to the classic HCAV black. Extraordinarily enough. So that nippy reputation. Yeah, definitely not like the old army, that's for sure.
Adela, Adela. Perdón. Thank you.
Sweet. Ta-da! The first sacrifice. We've been here an hour and a half. The fact that this is the first sacrifice of the day, quite impressive. Bobble hat's back.
Ángela, pura. Ya está. Venga, anda. Espera. Es que es parvo. No, yo ya tengo. Yo ya tengo aquí. Andamos para adelante que yo aquí ya tengo fuera.
Very expressive, rather though. The way the ears move. The ears move a lot more than most of the horses. Look, totally focused. Is anyone going to get bitten? Personally, I don't think so. I really don't. Not to tempt fate and all people, but no, I really don't.
Yeah?
Who's up next? Love her bag actually, what a colour. Oh, Bro is back. Notice this time without the kid. Oh, ta-da! Oh, pregnant young mother to be. see so many people having a happy start to the day. Horses do have a calming effect, people. I don't need to tell you a question of that, but wow, I was skeptical, but trust me, I'm super chill compared to a year ago. And that can't be a coincidence, it really can't. Oh, balancing act, look. I always used to worry little ones on my shoulders that I would drop them. That was something that I always feared if I tripped over. Okay, so here comes the gatesman. He replaced the gateswoman a little earlier, as you will remember. Is he going to come through? He is going to come through, and this tourist is going to meet the gatesman. See, that actually gave him a dirty look. Is that? Hold on a second. Be respectful. This is like, huh? Why are you walking towards me like that? Do I know you? Let me just update today's diary, guys, while it's fresh in my mind. So the first one we had was unknown. Plus, in the other box, second, so it was a revolver this time, and the other box was unknown. And at this end we got Radom, at the other end, way good. And this chap is not in HCAV, but he's in the video anyway. Radom plus way good.
Sorry.
It's okay, it's okay. Oh, missed it.
Sorry? Yeah, I know, it's nice, isn't it?
Ah, Russian. She's saying choo-choo, which means a little bit, like stand a little bit closer. Oh! Whoa. Okay, I was not expecting that. That was a bit of a surprise. So the old Radom is still in there then. Good lord. Wow. They were surprised. Wait, they went too quick. I went to ask her. Grandma, that was the mum of the lady that did really well. Ooh, that was a real sharp bite. Ooh. Radom has little moments, just like
St George's Day Parade.
Ormond. It is a St George's Day Parade. I asked her for off the
I didn't even know what was going on.
No, did I? I wondered, because when I got here earlier this morning, there were loads of soldiers right up against the wall. I'm thinking, what's this? Yeah, a bit embarrassed that I completely forgot about that, to be honest. But then again, that lot, plus the mini marathon, then they had the new intake for HCAB that were in the yard earlier. Crazy morning. But the most amazing thing, first two guards in the tunnel this morning, one slipped and fell on the floor. The first guard that went over that side, when they went into the tunnel, when they first came out at 10, he slipped and fell on the floor. Helmet fell off everything. Because it was, it was obviously a bit slippery with the boot. He scuffed the boot massively, etc. Luckily, he was obviously looking away from me. Otherwise, I wouldn't post it. But he was all right. Got up like a top man. But that was. Have we ever seen that before? Ever? One of them slip over the tunnel?
No, I wanted to play with in front of them.
They've fallen on the front. A few people have fallen off the horse. We've seen that or other problems. But that's the first I've seen a trooper deck it. It is. Yeah.
They're stopping them from biting.
It's interesting because, I don't know, I mean...
Yeah, they've done something. They're attempting to stop them from biting.
But just a minute ago, about 3-4 minutes ago, I can't go back because I'm in the middle of the video, she bit someone really hard, Russian woman. like really nipped out of her fast and made her scream. So yeah, it's a bit of Ormond in there somewhere still. But notice, it's gone back to black. People were saying it can't be the same one because it was brown. You can still see it on the legs, a bit brown. But the horse has gone black. No? That's me. Is it my glasses or is it actually black? It's black. You think, would you say it's dark brown or black?
Brown.
Like, oh, actually, wait, it is. Yes, it's my polarized glasses. This is me saying the horse is black. Sorry, guys. Buska's right. The horse is not black. She's a chocolatey, glorious brown colour. If it's the same horse as the one that you got, I don't think it's the same horse.
It was on number 3.
I think that what they've done is they've brought out another one, and because the number's been used again, recycled the number because it's not the same horse. When you look at your old videos, it's not this horse, is it? Would you say it is or not, instinctively?
I really can't tell because I only filmed them from the legs up.
So it could be, theoretically.
From the legs up.
Oh, God. So, for example, none of your videos have the little white bits at the bottom, the little socks, to be able to compare it?
I can't because I only filmed it from the knees up, so...
Okay, so it's going to remain a mystery, guys, so we're still not sure. If you don't know, I've got no idea. Might be Arnie, guys, it might be a new Arnie. Either way, it's still Arnie. What happened to the kid? You're filming like all three now?
I'm just filming because I'm here early, so I'm just filming for TikTok and stuff like that.
Ah. Oh. Oh. That's interesting. That massive shout was the Lance Corporal of Horse in his camos telling everybody to get away from the bollards just in time because they've just gone down. Okay, that was interesting. Public safety announcement, that was, effectively. One second, I'll... Wait, but... Oh, hold on a second. No, the reason is... They were still down from obviously the marathon thing this morning, people running in and out. Now they put them back up, so they're fully back to the up position. Bloody hell, you're on the voice. Voice is crazy loud. I've really made all of us jump. Anyway, that's the reason that he screamed out, everybody get away from the bollards, because obviously he knew they were going to be taken up and put back to the usual position. Okay, I feel bad now. Now we know that there aren't going to be any kids that potentially might fall over on the bollard. Oh, is she going to grab the reins? Is she? This is Waygood, guys. We're back with Waygood, and there's the fire brigade heading to an emergency. Look. Fairly rare sight, actually, compared to the police or ambulance. He knows, I told him. I told him he's going to delete all of it. All of the merchandise, he's going to remove all of it. He's a nice guy, he is, honestly. He was surprised and shocked, he's like, thanks for telling me. He said he's going to remove all of it from the shop. I'm not going to get involved. I mean, they can deal with it if they want to. It's not. I'm surprised they haven't been back out to speak to the newer people about that, because all of us know. But I don't know. I think it's probably because the officer that was responsible for that is not here as much. Maybe next time he's here. I won't say his name, but the tall one.
Richard.
Yeah. So I think that's the reason for it. But yeah, it'll go back this morning.
I got told of the trip. And I said, why didn't you?
I don't want to get into it too much because I'm just a normal person on the street like everyone else is, so I prefer that that somebody makes it clear in authority. But there have been a lot of surprises today. First guards out this morning, one fell over the top on the floor. Yeah, exactly. No, on foot, he walked in to change over, but he slipped and fell on the floor, helmet fell off. Yeah. So I'm still a little bit. I need to look at it before I decide what to do with it. He wasn't looking to the camera, so I mean that I guess is. He was all right. He got up.
It's gonna go.
It's unusual because when I spoke to Busker, he said that he's never, ever seen a guard fall over doing his rounds. Not a nice thing to see, but it's not about that. It's just, you know how it is. You just stand there and film, and sometimes a weird thing will happen right in front of the camera without even doing anything. But it's getting hard to film. You see this? There are too many people, and I tell you.
The order of office is the guard. So I left.
I've noticed that is I'm really, really, really close. Like really close sometimes with filming, which is a problem, isn't it? I wasn't sure if you knew him because I saw you talking the other day. Do you even know which channel it was? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't think so because that footage was started to appear already, and he knows what would happen if we found out. I doubt. I'd be shocked. Yeah, I think I finished. I think it's about 270k. It's an old channel that's been recycled with this new stuff. Oh, someone dropped their stuff on the floor. I think, but yeah, the politics of it is becoming a problem. Yep, that seems to be what a few people. The other guy that I thought was a pickpocket a few weeks ago, his channel is an old one that's been rebooted. Yep. I know it's going to be a problem. However, they're aware of it in there and they're thinking about ways to deal with it. They're sick and tired of there being a joke line of 50, 20 people who are... Filming here's not the problem, but they don't like the fact, and you know this because you've been here a long time, they don't like it if people are deliberately misleading with all sorts of ridiculous, sensationalist titles. Guard fell over, guard touched other guard, all this kind of crap. And we agree with that, don't we? All of us here that have been here for a long time, we agree with it. So it is what it is.
If this guy, if he doesn't believe those things, put him on video.
He was shocked. I've spoken to him many times. He's a good person. He was genuinely shocked that, oh God, I didn't even realise it was a problem. I said, but come on, I mean, this obviously, if you're using this place, stock images of this to print onto merchandise, of course they're going to get upset. Because this is part of the royal estate. Filming here, posting on YouTube, taking pictures, it's fine. Why? Because they agreed to let people do that. But actually selling merchandise with stills, nah. And I completely agree with that, to be honest. Otherwise, it's a free-for-all.
The officer of the order, can you talk to him? Just like follow the guard. Then you talk to him. Let's talk to him. Can you just... This is one of you. I know you from long.
Yeah, it's awkward. I know. It's very awkward.
I just told him you can't.
But we can't tell anyone else what to do. But at the same time, I think it's better to let the people that are not listening effectively hang themselves, because if they keep not listening, they're going to get booted. They will get booted. It's just a matter of time. So let's leave them to trip up themselves.
I told him we don't know. I'm going to join. We don't know.
Yeah. No, I did mention them. I know him, and I'll talk to him. And I did earlier on, so it's there. And I concluded the conversation. He knew that I was filming while we were having the conversation. And he was okay with that because it was a polite conversation. So anyway, I'll leave you to it instead of destroying your video. All right. Go over. Sorry guys, on Saturdays here, it's the only day of the week when a lot of the old timers, the people that have been here for years, people that way preceded me, that I look up to and respect and often defer to for advice, Busker of course being chief among them. But there are a few others who shall remain nameless, as shall their channels. Why? Because that's the way they choose it to be. A lot of them have got friends in the guards, and a lot of them do not ever appear in other people's videos, and that's fine, that's their prerogative. So yeah, both the conversation I just had with my friend just a minute ago and with the chat before, they knew that the video was on because they know I'm filming, because I'm standing right next to them with it on while I'm talking. So apologies if we've somewhat drifted from our usual topic today, but on a busy day like today, when everyone is here, it's better to clear up these issues that I've been asked to kind of pass on the word about, because the worst thing for all of us, including you viewers, is if every single person gets banned by Westminster Council from filming or loitering. I'm sure they'd use some sort of loitering power at the front gates. So it's better that we try wherever possible to cooperate and work. Oh my God, what is this stupid? Seriously? Wow. Wow. Exactly. Yeah, you tell them. Absolutely brilliant. Well done, chap. Brilliant. You see that? The officer told them, quiet. This is a royal palace, not a playground. Massive respect to the officer on the left. Brilliant stuff. Well done, that man. That was an English guy with his 2 daughters there. I cannot believe that he let them behave like that in a public place like this with this many people about. Absolutely deplorable. Should be ashamed of himself. But he was shut down, or the kids were shut down immediately by the officer. Brilliant stuff. Wow, 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 wow. That was, just to see and hear that was brilliant. Yeah?
I spoke to the policeman and he said that he loved it, the way to deal with idiots.
It was perfect because they were screaming. I started to film when they started screaming, but then he said, what did he say? I think he said, shut up, this is a royal palace, not a playground. I thought the dad was going to have a bit of a whatever, but obviously he didn't. That would have been a classic. If the dad had got into it with the officer and got himself arrested, then the kids are screaming. But what a dickhead, man. I can't stand it when it's English people that behave like that because it's part of our history, for goodness sake. Unbelievable. Anyway, they're going to obviously be in the video, so. This morning, having spoken to Busby, I think it's the first time ever, the first shitsman on this side went into the tunnel, fell on the floor. Helmet fell off. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Yeah, bit of a tricky one that. Yeah, it wasn't a bad fall. Got up, carried on. Boots were a bit scuffed, but yeah, the helmet came off as well. A bit awkward. So I'm a bit kind of. I might try and speak to them first to see what they think about that because I know they don't like accidents to be included, but at the end of the day, it wasn't to camera. He wasn't facing me, and more importantly, he got back up, so he was fine. So I know that he's all right. Yeah, probably smart. This morning was chaos. So you just George's Day parade before at the end? No?
I just catched it.
I didn't even know it was happening. I had to even ask the police, which again is a bit embarrassing. I mean, the fact that, but it is what it is. See you later. It's a photographer, guys. Okay, so that was a top response to the officer, or by the officer to those clowns. Very, very disrespectful English girls there, unfortunately, to my great shame, folks. I'm pretty sure, did he say, shut up, this is a royal palace, not a playground? Absolutely brilliant. Wait, where's that? Hold on. I think that was probably the most well-deserved telling off I've ever come. That was like, I was right in front of you when you said that. I thought the dad might have a go, but that was bang out of order. They were well out of order, those two kids. I don't understand why they were screaming like stupids.
I couldn't see what, if there was something going on like there was a boss and they've been stung by holes.
Yeah.
For example, yeah, fair enough.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, it's a working military establishment.
Yep, and they're making a joke of it. Completely agree.
Respect them.
I was just ashamed that it was English people because part of our heritage, the fact that they can't even be respectful here. What hope is there for the tourists? No. There we are. That's already what I'm thinking as well. 6 hours to go. Not for me though, luckily, guys. 6 hours to go for the officer. Oh, Wager's like, dude, why are you back here filming me?
Squeeze through.
Oh. 1 second. What happened inside? Wait, you didn't see that? Okay, so 2 girls were screaming. They must have heard the girls screaming inside. The police officer ran over to him and said, shut up. This is a royal palace, not a playground. English girls, obviously. Yeah, embarrassingly enough. Look on their faces though when the officer closed them down. They went bright red like little tomatoes. Oops. Let's try and set the front guys with the horses. Open mouth terror. Ah! Oh, how brave is she? Look at that. What did they prepare itself?
Very, very nice.
When I was on the corner before they changed over last time, the girl behind me said to her friend, "Oh, I think that horse is way good." So I said, "Actually, yeah, you're right. That is way good." But then only a little bit later, I realised that was the Lady Lifeguard captain.
Oh, GT. Yeah, I was like, oops.
Yeah. So yeah, I was a bit like, oh, never mind. So I was thinking, how does she know which horse it is? So I said, it is way good. She looked at me like, yeah, I know. I was thinking, how does she know? Only then when I was listening to her voice, I realised penny drop, yeah, it's the Lady Captain. Oops.
Make it a cameo appearance in today's video.
By the way, heads up, closed tomorrow. Closed. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
But last year, they left it open.
But he said to me, I mean, again, don't maybe check with them. But
The officer first said close the whole day tomorrow. So I don't know.
day off, I guess.
Wait, was he the one that was on before this one? On this box?
I got 6.
Ah, he's a super nice guy, but wait, is he ever? I've never seen him shout.
Never. Yeah. Never. Super chill.
So he's not the only one. I mean, some of them really, really hate shouting, especially the girls. So I get it. But then again, if somebody was like disrespectful or jumping in his face, he probably would say something. I'm saying that. That said, the black guy in the blues that everybody said, you know what, he's never going to shout. He did. There was one time he lost it.
The only time that he lost it. Yeah, but it's like the Fijian guys. They're very, very polite. Like, make way, please make way.
Oh yeah.
But then they'll push through. And then, most of them play rugby, so they can take care of themselves. Looking at the clock, guys, we've got 6 minutes until the changeover. I'm going to stay outside for the changeover. We will probably get the unknown new horse back in this box.
He said that the horse that he's on, the guy you know, is a new one that we've never seen before, and even the numbers new. Wait until it comes back. It's massive. It is massive. It should be in this box.
This is exactly why until I realised it was.
I was going to ask the girl behind me which horse it was, and I realised I probably shouldn't.
Yes, this is exactly the problem. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I know it's a problem. Oh. 3, 2, 1, and action.
Oh, sorry guys, sorry. No, go ahead, of course.
No, not at all. My pleasure.
Komm mal hier, Alex, guck mal. Guys, you're in my video today. It'll be on that channel this afternoon.
Oh,
You got good pictures, trust me. It was perfect, 100%. No, it's fine. See, some people here, guys, some of the tourist visitors, they are so polite and considerate of other people, like overly considerate even. It's a great thing to see when it happens. But I mean, on the whole today, other than the two girls, it's been pretty much plain sailing, hasn't it? Oh, look, Wiegand's falling asleep. He's loving that. Okay, we're starting to close. Uh-oh. Oops, hands on the reins. Bro, damn it. We thought we'd have the first ever rain touching free Saturday, but it didn't happen, did it? Oh, here's a friend.
Come on, Alice. You see the horseguards? Do you see it?
Yeah. You just stand here. I'll take a picture of you.
Okay, got the key spot guys right in front for the moment. This guy wants to adopt the horse. I love that she dyed her hair green to match her coat. I dribbled all over her green coat on the arm. Oh, they're off. There she goes. Who's up next? Damn, the yard is absolutely shocking. Okay, so down there has been selling t-shirts and stuff with horseguards pictures on it. So I said to him that they don't like that. They want that. And I personally think it's morally wrong anyway to be selling merchandise with pictures of guards and horses. We run YouTube channels, we're allowed to film, but selling stuff with guards pictures, that's like, nah, definitely not. He didn't realise, but now he knows, so.
You can tell London news.
Yeah, exactly. Something generic, but actually you can't use these guys and this place to sell t-shirts and caps and stuff. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yep. No, it's not. I also talked to him about that last week, funny enough. It's so funny that you mentioned that, because I did one of them myself, but he said, no, it's not, I promise.
I said I thought that was here, so I was just kept one.
We're just trying to figure out who, the new guy, white dude that's here often, that's been here for the last couple of weeks. We're still trying to figure out which channel it is. Where is he? I can't even see him now, there are too many people. But yeah, that new guy that turned up. Because they were asking me up there, who's the new person that's filming? They want to know who it is.
It's coming like 1 month now.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy's standing there, I don't know.
Yeah. They want to know who it is, so that's what we're trying to find out. Is because they know all of us, so when new people come, immediately with massively heightened terrorist alert.
You know, when I first came, I was only making the guard TikTok video.
Yeah, I remember.
I was getting 10 million views a day. And they all know me, because they all follow me.
Exactly.
Nobody follow me now. Only that 1,000 viewers.
Yeah, but I mean, to be honest, no one's TikTok at all. Even the people that are posting a lot, it's not going like it did before. That explosion of TikTok was 2022, pretty much. That's gone.
TikTok is one of the most rubbish.
I don't post any videos.
No, I do 1 2 every day.
Yeah.
I get about 80 pounds a month.
It's not just that, the fact that TikTok doesn't support 4K, they don't keep the videos for very long anymore, and more importantly, it's awkward to film in landscape, and people steal it.
Yeah,
That's the only place they can take it and get away.
Yeah.
If they take it to your YouTube or any other platform, you can catch them.
Did you see the chat in the group?
Yeah.
Because that was interesting, seeing how many videos he managed to get deleted from YouTube, and that's
It's a
brilliant.
bunch of hard work. I'm very busy at home. You know,
So you're still the problem. Man, sorry to hear
I
that.
only come once a week.
But I like the fact that he was so on it. I think he got 46 videos removed across a bunch of different channels.
Yeah.
I kind of refresh it every day. It's been ages since somebody stole one. Right, folks?
That's the job.
Yeah, I know. Full-time plagiarism.
They earn the money and they got multiple channels. It doesn't affect them.
Yep, it's not good for us, I know. Folks, Waygood's about to leave, and we should, in theory. Uh-oh. Here we go, folks. Get ready for it.
On the far last place.
Oops. Second English miscreants of the day. The officer's really on it. He was the one that said to them, "Shut up, this is a royal palace." Yeah.
Like the gentleman.
He's a gent. I like him a lot. He's a good guy. Okay, folks. Yes, we're going to have the unknown. Wait till you see this horse, the one that comes out in a second. That was out before. It's flipping massive, the new one. It's a new horse. I don't even know what the name of it. No. It's one's a blues horse. What just happened? Okay, goodbye to Waygood. Look at this, is massive, man. Like, it is massive. I think it's probably the biggest lifeguard horse we've ever seen in terms of the height. So there we are, guys. The horse is back. I've got the number, but it's not on the list. It doesn't exist. It's not on the list. So, okay. So this morning they told me that the whole place is closed all day. But don't. For example, I'm not going to be here tomorrow, so don't quote me. But even if it's open, there's going to be too much noise. No?
I'm going to be going right next to my home. I live in Canary Wharf.
Oh, look at you. Penthouse flat, Canary Wharf, swimming pool, gym. Wow. High roller.
Other side. But you know, they run marathon there.
Yes. Yeah.
I do like to.
It's funny because the first time that I moved to London, this is going back a long time ago, that's where I lived. I lived in West Ferry Circus. You know where Canary Riverside is? Yeah. Yeah, I do know. Yeah. I really liked living there back then. Now I think it's too busy. At the weekends back then it was super quiet and super chill.
You know, Allen Garden, right next to the river, is one of the best places. You know why? It's like a village.
Yeah.
That deep end, you know where the people walk to each other.
And people know each other.
Not many, but I've been living there for 80 years.
Wait, what? You've been living since you were born?
Since I came here.
That's a long time.
I've seen the Canary Wharf building.
Yeah, me too, in fact. It's really shocking, in fact, how different it is now to when they first started. Yeah.
When they were building up, I used to get a lot of work from them. And I used to go every day when they were building metro, you know. And I go,
Where's Stuart gone?
and then look at that. I remember all the old streets.
It was
There
great
used to
back
be
then.
all,
Yeah, look at this. It's just like, folks, I've nearly finished this one. Guys, sorry, so many people here that I haven't seen for a while today. It is chocker. Again, look at this. Absolutely chocker. Madness. Mental. I'm going to follow them through. I'm going to get stuck in the crowd as a tourist. Wow. Crazy. I mean, just like, what on earth? However, we're all safe, thanks to these guys, folks. On my right. Wow. I think, yeah, I was going to say the trooper's going to put the chain up because a lot of people will be getting very close while the chain was down in the middle. Goodness gracious. I mean, just, wow. What a day it's been, folks. if I were a smart man, I would stay here for part 3. Regrettably, I can't. Real life calls as ever, people. It's not that I'm out too much. Actually, I meant to answer this question. So many of you asked, how often do you film at Horse Guards, or how many hours a week do you spend at Horse Guards? Okay, so in a typical week, I will spend up to, in other words, a maximum of about 10 to 12 hours here, typically over the course of 3 days. Occasionally 4, but typically 3. The notion of, as some people have mentioned, do the guards like being filmed? Do they appreciate you always filming and blah blah blah? I know a lot of these guys, and they would tell me immediately if there were a problem with appearing in the videos or being filmed. Okay, I could film them anyway, regardless of what they think, because we're allowed to here. But there are a couple of guys that have opted out of being on anyone's videos, and I respect that because it's their right to ask us not to film them. And all of us here do respect that because it's the right thing to do, morally anyway. But yeah, typically 10 to 12 hours a week, guys. It might seem like some kind of massive, laborious, full-time job to capture hundreds of hours of footage, but it's really not. And the only reason it's not is because, as I think a lot of you realised, I kind of know the way things work here. So I know, not always, but more often than not, the best view points, vantage points, places to stand, and sometimes, as we've seen in a few of the videos, weird as it is, I've kind of sort of suggested this event might, or that event might happen before it happens. So there we are. Which brings us to the end of part 2. Wow, I mean, my head is spinning, folks. That was a really, really hectic 2 hours plus. I'll link back to part 1, guys. This part was controversial because of those girls being told to shut up by the police officer. However, part 1 arguably is even more controversial, simply because of the fact that for the first time ever, to the best of all of our knowledge, as you heard the conversation with Busker, one of the foot guards, the chitsman, slipped and fell in the tunnel this morning. That was in part 1. This is part 2. Guys, I'm out of here. Tomorrow's the London Marathon. That brings us to an end for today. From myself here at Horse Guards, enjoy the weekend, everybody, or what's left of it. You'll probably watch this video on Sunday. Bye for now. Back here on Monday.